everyone, PleaseDontCry2 here with you, bringing you another wonderful Battlefield Hardline video. Thank you all so much for coming by and checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. A lot of people have been asking me, hey man, can you do the ARM video? And well, that video is finally here. I've had some technical difficulties in the past making the video. I've actually tried to do it a couple of times, but unfortunately, that didn't really work out. So here it is. Let's go ahead and get into it, the ARM test and review. Now I'm going to go ahead and spawn in and use the weapon just a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and go through all of the attachments here. So what we have here, okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll start with the attachments, says this guy. Dang. Alright, the ARM is a beautiful weapon here. It is the syndicate weapon for the operator class. If you guys don't know what it is, it's very good, but unlike most of the operator weapons that are very accurate and very, like you could just go fire with them and they're just pinpoint, well, unfortunately, the ARM isn't really there. It's almost more like a battle rifle. That's the way that I recommend using it, is a lot of the ways that I've recommended using a lot of the battle rifles in the past. You're going to need to burst fire with it. You're going to need to do different things. So I'm going to go through the attachments here real quick with you. As far as sights, we have all the way up to a 4x sight, pretty standard. I like my Cobra sight, as most of you guys know. As far as the secondary attachments, we don't have any extended mags, but that's okay because this magazine that is currently on the weapon as default is actually quite large, so we really don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to go ahead and put AP Tracers rounds on it so I can go ahead and go against mechanics and also against vehicles when I'm playing Conquest, so AP Tracer rounds is going to be my pick. As far as the third attachment, we have a muzzle brake, compensator, flash hider, heavy barrel, suppressor. Now you could use a suppressor if you wanted to, but since this weapon, it's not really that fast firing and its best attribute is really going to be its accuracy, I want to go ahead and use that. So I would almost recommend using either a heavy barrel or a compensator for it. A muzzle brake is going to help us with our automatic fire control, but I really don't automatic fire with this thing that much, so I'm going to stick with the compensator for now, but the heavy barrel has worked out for me in the past, so make sure you guys check out that attachment as well. And then as far as grips go, because we're aiming for longer range shots, I recommend the angled grip. The stubby grip is still really great if you are, going around with it and doing a lot of automatic fire, but I like the angled grip with it. So I'm going to stick with that. And then I have the gold plating on it because I have gotten quite a few kills with this gun. I highly recommend getting it if you haven't used it, if you haven't unlocked it. It is one of the few syndicate weapons that I actually recommend. All right, let's go ahead and get back into this action here. Now, right now, I'm playing TDM on Derailed because I feel like TDM on Derailed is going to give us a good opportunity to go ahead and use this gun. Now, if I am in a map maybe like Grove House or Hollywood Heights, the ARM is good, but because I'm going to be more in close quarters, I wouldn't recommend it quite as much. Now, when I say tap fire with this weapon, as I do with most battle rifles, because that it's accurate, but it's a higher velocity round or more impact, it's going to bounce around. It's going to start to, lose its accuracy if you're at full automatic. So that's why I recommend that you just kind of like tap with it, okay? Because that's when it's a machine, I promise you. But a lot of people have used it, and they're used to, some of the different operator weapons, and they're wondering why it's not doing near as good as the other ones. Well, it's because if you're firing it on automatic, you're really going to start to bounce around a lot, and you're not going to have every shot hitting. So it's not that it's a weak weapon, it's just that you're not hitting most of the rounds because it's bouncing around. But if you actually take your time, go a little bit slower with it, even though you're not firing as fast, you're actually going to take them down a lot faster because you're actually hitting your rounds versus them just going around them. If that makes sense, I hope it does for you Battlefield players out there. So thank you so much also for checking out this video. I do appreciate it. Let's get into some more firefights. So like I was saying here, I'm kind of all over the place here. It's going to do its best at a little bit more range. So that's where I'm going to try to stick. I don't want to try to run into like close quarters action because, somebody with a submachine gun, somebody with a shotgun, something like that, they're going to outdo me. And then you don't want to go too ranged, engaging snipers at like 200 meters or something like that, because they obviously have the advantage there. So each weapon in this game has its own disadvantages and advantages. It's just you got to find what it, you know, where that gun does its best, and then mix that with your gaming play style to find out what gun that you really enjoy. So if you like battle rifles, or even if you like higher accuracy weapons, I highly recommend this gun. It does take a little bit to go ahead and unlock because it is one of the Syndicate weapons, but, you know, I think it's fully worth it. I really do. Let's get this, guys. Oh, dang it. Oh, frickin' sniper. See, that's what I was talking about. I probably could have taken those guys out if I was going a little bit slower. Even with tap firing, though, like I was saying before, you can tap fire, but if you're going too quickly, if you're, you know, going... You're pretty much just automatic firing. Even though you're letting go of the trigger, if you're just firing it too quick, you're going to bounce around. So make sure that you're leaving some time in between your shots to go ahead and allow your gun to get back to where it should be. Okay? Let's see if we can get this guy here. Oh, baby. Oh, get wrecked. And that will help you out a bunch, guys. I promise. I promise you that. Let your gun readjust a little bit. Get back to that 0 point. Hey, there's a trip mine over there in case you didn't realize. Well, alright, I think that's going to be pretty much it. It sounds like the round is ending here. But like I said already a couple of times here, the ARM, it's a great rifle, but make sure you're using it kind of like you would use a battle rifle because it has that higher, you know, recoil. You know, use it like that. I don't know. Sometimes words, they don't come out of my mouth so well, okay? Don't judge me. But thank you guys so much for hanging out and checking out this video. I hope it does help you. If you did like this video at all, make sure you guys smack that like button. Also subscribe for all sorts of great content. I will be playing on Xbox One tomorrow, so make sure you guys hit me up. I will be live streaming on YouTube. And then also, don't forget to hit me up on Twitter and Facebook and all that other good stuff. If you guys want to share pictures with me, if you guys want to share ideas, if you've used the ARM, things like that, you guys can feel free to hit the comment section or hit me up on any other social media. I love sharing with you guys, hanging out. Let me know what you guys think. And this has been Please Don't Cry 2 here with you, signing off. Have a good one.